Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch offers many educational and social benefits. Mario Party is basically an electronic board game. It's recommended for ages 8 and up. The controls are simple and it is non-violent, except for maybe a bit of comic cartoon aggression. Players take turns rolling the dice. Their characters move along the board in hopes to be the first person to the star space. The player who has bought the most stars at the end of the game wins. Each space has an action, whether it be gaining coins, losing coins, gaining an item, a versus minigame, event spots, and other random actions. There are forks in the road, and players must strategically decide which path to take. Once each player has taken a turn, the 4 players compete in a minigame for coins. Mario Party offers many of the same benefits of a regular board game. As according to Nancy B. Sardone in her 2016 article, Let the Board Games Begin, because games are goal-oriented, they often increase motivation and provide trial and error opportunities that help students to develop problem-solving and critical thinking skills. In Mario Party, players have to take turns, think strategically when choosing which path to take, occasionally work with their teammates in the mini-games, and cope with loss. By learning to cope with ongoing failures in games, whether it be a small loss of coins or mini-games, or a big loss of not winning overall, the authors in The Benefits of Playing Video Games suggest that children build emotional resilience that they can rely upon in their everyday lives. Mario Party also offers affordances that children cannot get from a regular board game. One example is that Mario Party can be played with just one player, and then they will play against 3 computer players. The computer player's difficulty level can be adjusted, and there are different boards to choose from, which each has a different level of strategy. Because the Switch can be handheld, players can take this game to play anywhere with little difficulty. It is also very hard to cheat in this game. In the 2002 article, The Educational Benefits of Video Games, Mark Griffiths addresses the positive potential that video games could have to address specific problems or teach certain skills. Super Mario Party falls under a few of the categories brought up in this article. For example, Griffiths says that video games attract participation by individuals across many demographic boundaries. The characters that you can play in this game are a mix of genders, including some non-gender characters such as Boo, Yoshi, and Drybones. Griffiths also points out that video games such as Mario Party may enhance basic math skills, such as being able to count where the dice will land you and how many rolls are needed to get to a certain spot. There are also basic reading skills, such as start, ready, finish, winner, results, turn, star, coins, and social skills, because video games, especially popular ones or ones that can be played together, provide a common interest or passion among children, which makes talking and playing together in person easier. There are also many types of mini-games in Mario Party that afford the practice of many skills addressed in the 2014 American Psychologist Journal article, The Benefits of Playing Video Games. These scholars have speculated that video games are an excellent means for developing problem-solving skills, memory, spatial reasoning, and hand-eye coordination. In Super Mario Party, these skills can be practiced through the many mini-games. A downside to Super Mario Party is that depending on how many turns you choose, it takes up to a minimum of an hour to play through a game. There's also a maximum of just 4 players. Because of these reasons, it would be difficult to use Mario Party in a classroom setting unless you had many consoles to play on. My favorite affordance of Mario Party that the authors of The Benefits of Playing Video Games points out is the emotional benefit. They say that gaming may be among the most efficient and effective means by which children and youth generate positive feelings. It's been further suggested that some of the most intense, positive emotional experiences are triggered in the context of playing video games. The theorist Roger Caillois, in his book Man Playin' Games, proposes a system of classifying different types of pleasure that are present in games. As according to his theory, Mario Party includes the experience of competition because you're competing to see who can win the mini-games and get the most coins and stars. He says the pleasure of competition lies in developing your skills to outmaneuver the opposition. Mario Party also includes the experience of chance, such as through the random roll of the dice, choice of minigame, and the random placement of the star. Caillois says that the pleasure of chance lies in finding ways to minimize the impact of the element of chance and the excitement of trying to guess the outcome. Games that are based on chance can also give players the illusion of being able to control or foresee the future. Knowing that playing video games brings joy to kids is an important factor to consider. As Granic says, if playing video games simply makes people happier, this seems to be a fundamental emotional benefit to consider.